Today, Spirit talks about spiritual strength. What does it mean? When are we strong spiritually? Spirit says that when you have an awareness of your own knowledge and wisdom, that's when you can create that spiritual strength. You can't be everything to everyone if you're not everything to yourself, right? So Spirit is encouraging you to think about what you know, what you want to know more of, how you want to develop yourself. We must constantly be in this state of flux, this state of intention to change, to move things forward, to learn more, to experience and understand the challenges that we're having with wisdom. It sounds easy. That is spiritual strength, when we can be like, oh my God, here I go. I'm going through another challenge. And to be taking a moment to have that conversation with Spirit, saying like, well, what's your point? What am I learning with this experience? Why is this pushing a button for me? What is that about? And it could just be a simple thing like you don't like being told what to do, or listening to people being negative and moaning, or, like what is it that you are experiencing and how are you wanting that to change up? And what are you learning from that? So how do we create wisdom? We create wisdom by being in awareness, being aware of how we are impacting and how other people are impacting upon us. Okay. Anyway, ponder that. Today we're going to do 3 cards, the left, the right, and the middle. You can choose any one of those, or you can take all 3. If you chose the left card, Spirit is saying you're tired. You've been taking on other people's responsibilities, other people's perspective, and perhaps that's what Spirit is talking about here, about spiritual strength, having an understanding that in the face of adversity, that is truly spiritual strength if you can still inspire others and not let them get on top of you. This is entirely your responsibility. And to take on other people's problems is not necessarily good for them or good for you. So Spirit is inviting you to really think about what you are currently carrying for others at the moment. Carrying. What are you taking on board as though it was your responsibility to fix? Not really your responsibility. Remember that. Righties. This is just a little bit of a rough patch. You are good at talking to Spirit. Spirit loves listening to you. Spirit loves to hear from you. This feeling of doubting yourself or feeling like you don't have that this whole relationship with Spirit is just some kind of fantasy, visionary thing that you're not really doing, but you're not trusting what you get back. You're not trusting the inspiration. You're not trusting the symbology. Spirit is encouraging you to think that if you make that or do that thing or make that change, then as long as it's not going to hurt or harm yourself or others, what's the lack of trust about? It's not easy to trust people, is it? Because we have lots of evidence that people have let us down in the past. So we expect that from Spirit, of all things. Middle card. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. This card is such a beautiful one. It always makes me laugh. It's your responsibility to choose what makes you feel afraid. And we base what we are fearful of upon past memories. All this thing happened and it was scary, it was bad, or someone did this and it was scary and it was bad, or this is a part of your trauma, or this is the societal story about ghosts living in graveyards, that's particularly depicted in this picture. But Spirit is saying you're over analyzing what you think is making you fearful, and it's wearing you out physically, emotionally, mentally, because you're so afraid that something is about to go wrong. But actually, we are in the process of heading towards the new energy year. And so Spirit is pretty excited about the potential for the decision that you're making about the change, about the transformation, about the challenges that you are wanting to experience in the 12 months ahead. So don't be afraid, be aware. So on that note, have a great day pondering and conversing with Spirit.